But when her phone lit up with the words, "I miss you, tonight again," everything he believed shattered.
She thought I would never find out. She thought she had built her lies carefully enough, hidden her tracks deeply enough, and played her role so perfectly that I would remain blind forever. Maybe she believed I was too trusting, too busy, just too foolish to notice, and for a long time she was right. I loved her too much to imagine she could ever become the one thing I feared the most. But betrayal has a sound, a smell, a weight. At first, it's almost nothing, just a small shift in her tone. A strange silence where laughter used to be, a smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes anymore. You ignore it because love makes you generous. You make excuses, you tell yourself everything's fine, and you cling to the memories that feel safer than the truth. That was me. For months, maybe even years, I walked through my life believing she was still the woman who warmed my mornings and softened my nights. I believed our home was still a place where love lived. I believed our marriage wasn't cracking from the inside, but I was wrong. It all unraveled on a rainy Tuesday evening, the kind where the world just feels heavier than usual. I came home earlier than she expected. My shirt was damp, my shoes were caked with mud, and all I wanted was to hear her voice and feel her arms around me. But the house was too clean, too quiet, too staged, like someone had taken a perfect photograph of a home and frozen it in time. Her phone was on the table. It never used to be. She guarded that thing like it held her entire life inside it. She never left it anywhere, not in the bedroom, not in the kitchen, never on a table where someone else could see the screen light up. But that day it was lying right there, almost as if it were placed on purpose, as if it were waiting. I almost walked past it. I had never checked her phone before. It felt dishonorable, invasive, something beneath the love we had promised each other. But then the screen lit up and a message appeared. "I miss you, tonight again." My heart stopped completely. I felt the world tilt under my feet. The room didn't T-spin, it collapsed inward as if all the air had been sucked out of it. For a full minute, I didn't breathe, I didn't move, I didn't think. I just stared at those words, trying to convince myself they weren't real. The message wasn't from a friend. It wasn't from a coworker. The tone was too intimate, too familiar, too practiced. It was the kind of message you send to someone whose body you already know. My throat tightened. I looked at the name. It was saved under a single letter, just one. A J. I had never heard of any J in her life. Before I could even process what to do next, the front door opened. She walked in, rain dripping from her hair, her coat wrapped tightly around her. She looked tired, fake tired, I realized later. The kind of tired someone puts on when they want you to ask questions so they can feed you the answers they already rehearsed. But when she saw me standing there, looking at her phone, her face changed. Everything froze in her eyes, the surprise, the fear, the guilt. Her breath hitched. She didn't even try to hide it. Her voice trembled before she even said a single word. "You're home early." I didn't answer. She tried again, her voice shaking. "Why are you looking at my phone?" It wasn't anger in her tone. It was pure terror. She knew. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse. I didn't even mention the message. All I said was, "Who is Jay?" Her lips parted, but no sound came out. Her eyes darted everywhere, the floor, the walls, the window, anywhere except at me. Her fingers tightened around her coat like she was trying to hold herself together. Then she whispered, "It's not what you think, but lies always begin with those words." And the truth was already breaking free. I didn't sleep that night. She slept on the far edge of the bed, facing away from me, her breathing uneven, her body stiff as if she was afraid I might touch her. She didn't realize I wasn't afraid of losing her anymore. I was afraid of losing the person I thought she was. The next day I pretended everything was normal. I made breakfast. I kissed her forehead. I wished her a good day at work. She forced a smile, thinking maybe I believed her lie, thinking maybe the storm had passed. But storms don't just pass. They build. I followed her.